Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love.
Hello, it's Nelson. I've won the roll-off. I'm going first. I brought back the worst deck in the history of Magic. This is my Rigo Streetwise Mentor
I might give you a run for your money.
I am determined to not have Elish Norn shut me down this week.
I hope this is a race to the
I put
bottom.
2 more in my deck.
I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this one more time before taking it apart. So Rigo, the whole idea of this is to make my teeny tiny creatures unblockable. Try to find a Meek Stone so that my opponent's big creatures don't untap, and then I just draw a lot of cards when my small creatures attack. So we'll see what happens. I will draw for turn. I will play this Seaside Citadel tapped, and I will pass to Schnell.
Okay. I made a few tweaks in Chulane to see if he can actually get some golems up. See if
I
you guys-
Chulane you.
The deck name is Chulane Golems. Because he doesn't like any. It's real bad. On top of Keep Draw.
Like the new playmat very much.
I do too.
So, fun story behind the playmat. I am not normally a big DC and or Wonder Woman fan. and or woman fan. Wonder Woman fan. I like a couple of girls. Anyway, before the store closed, one of the last things that I special order for somebody, they messaged me on Discord and went, "Hey, can you get me a Wonder Woman playmat?" And I went, "Yeah, sure." So I ordered it, and then he didn't get back to me. And eventually I went, "Hey, I've got this playmat in for you." He's like, "Oh, okay." And I met up with him, and he goes, "I don't like that one." Well, I can't take it back. So it's mine now.
I like that one.
We will lead
It's
off
cool.
with a Temple of Mystery, ETB's tapped, I scry the Un, and I will pass to Tej.
What up, Hive Mind? It's your boy Tej.
What are your thoughts on women in DC?
I like women.
Okay.
All women. Most women. But the ones I don't like I don't like them not because they're women.
That's fair.
There's different reasons I don't like them.
So many, much more valid reasons.
Putting the insult in EDH. So,
That was you. I don't like women.
I just said I wasn't a huge
I
Wonder
don't
Woman
like
fan.
DC or women.
You-
We all heard it. Go back and check the tapes. Don't edit it out.
Why would I edit out the part where I just said I'm not a huge DC or Wonder Woman fan?
We're playing Ramos Dragon Engine tonight.
Ramos.
Yes. Is it Ramos? I don't know.
Okay, so there is a show you should have already committed to memory by now called Clone High. The Principal Scudworth, has an ongoing rivalry with his high school nemesis, John Stamos.
Yes.
Every time in this one episode, whatever comes up, that Stamos is mentioned, he just goes, Stamos!
Fair enough. All right.
So-
I get the reference now.
Yeah.
I've watched all of Clone High only one time, like both the old series and the new series.
I'm pacing myself like a motherfucker on the new series. I'm only 3 episodes in, and I'm just like, I think it's called edging, but I don't want to just burn out all the way through it this time like I did with previous Clone High. And then they go, whoop, canceled again. Now all you have is all you have.
Nope. I totally get it. But I understand that reference now.
Yes.
Uh,
John Stamos gets stabbed in the eye with a homecoming pink crown. It's really bad.
I like that it's him too.
Yeah.
I like John Stamos.
He's so handsome, even
he's
as a
a good
cartoon.
What am I doing? Casting spells with more than one color, putting counters on Ramos, and cascading a shit ton. I'm gonna start off with a Croson Verge, which will enter tapped, and pass to Chris.
Woo! All right. I built a new deck.
Woo!
Yay!
Miirym, Sentinel Worm.
Hey.
Miirym.
Whoop! There it goes. Oh god.
But you know, any old teach can just take a Miirym deck and throw a bunch of dragons in it.
Kill you.
So I went out of my way. I built a Miirym deck that does not have a single dragon or anything with changeling. No dragons in the 99.
I'm very excited to see what this does.
Yeah.
This deck went through about 20 tweaks just this afternoon. This is kind of a proof of concept. I have like a half dozen cards ordered now, so we'll see.
Sweet.
Draw for the turn. I will play a Steam Vents tapped, and I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, and draw for turn. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Temple of Mystery of mine own as my land for the turn. I will keep that on top of my deck. Then I will tap my Seaside Citadel for a blue, and I will cast Gadul Lurker. 1/1 cannot be blocked. Go Schnell.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Draw that thing that I knew was there. Breeding Pool will be my land for the turn, down to 38, because I need that untapped. Green, other, Elvish Visionary. ETB, draw a card. Yeah,
Nice.
Worth that 2 life?
Oh yeah, sweet. Good. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm in a golden parachute. Go ahead, teach.
Okay. I will draw this card.
I'm
and
retiring on my wealth.
I will play a Blood Crypt, which will enter tapped, and I will pass to Chris.
Is it worth it? That
Okay.
tapped land?
It was. I have nothing to play.
I will play a Flooded Grove and pass turn.
Wow.
All right.
Round 2 is real quick.
I will untap mine 2 lands, upkeep and draw for turn. Command Tower as my land for turn. I will pay 3, and I will cast my boy Edric, Spymaster of Trest. So whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of my opponents, its controller may draw a card. Looking at you, Ramos, for 1.
So I get to draw a card?
If this deals damage to you, I draw a card.
What? Whenever
It's also unblockable.
an opponent...
Whenever
A creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller may draw a card. It
Alright.
incentivizes you guys to
One?
not attack me.
As
yeah,
long
just
as
one.
a non-Nelson is dealt damage by a creature, that
I will
creature's
draw a
controller.
card from my boy Edric, and then I will pass the turn to Schnell.
Damage Nelson.
Yes. Untap, upkeep, draw. Land for the turn. And for a first time ever in Chulane,
A Golem.
Blade Spicer.
Hey,
ETB,
Splicer!
Golem.
Got there!
Yeah!
Did it. I can finally start chipping away at my pile of Golem tokens. Because this is also one of those decks for... Did you just hang up on somebody?
Nope.
This is one of those decks where I actually pulled the correct tokens ever. Go ahead, teach.
And Golems have first strike?
My golems have first strike.
Got it. What's that?
All golem creatures you control. Strike first, ask questions, nay.
I like every card in this deck. It makes me happy.
I should have just hit Chris or Teach with Elvish.
No, you
Visionary
shouldn't
to draw
have.
a card. But
I'm going
that's-
to play a Hallowed Fountain. I'm going to have it enter untapped. I will take my 2 life.
Oh, was it worth it?
Yowza!
It's going to be.
Right in the puss.
Right.
Wow.
That's what Looney Tunes used to call your mouth back in the day.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Nelson went to a special camp.
Wow.
Phrasing.
Troop leader said I was the best.
Puss.
It's okay, Mom. It was just my mouth.
I'm going to play Teamer Ascendancy.
Ooh.
That's one of the cards I ordered for this
I
deck.
know.
That is a neat card.
Creature select draw have haste, and whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under my control, I may draw a card. Pass turn.
End of your turn. I'm going to use my Steam Vents to activate my Flooded Grove and create a green and a blue mana. I will cast Growth Spiral.
That sounded sexual too. I'm gonna use your
Draw
Steam
for the
Vents
turn.
to activate my floated growth.
I may put a land onto the battlefield.
Steam Vents
I will
is what
play this
Looney
Moss
Tunes
Fire
used to call
Valley.
your mouth.
I have a breeding pool out.
That's where it happens.
Got him.
Anyway.
Soul Ring.
Jesus.
Okay.
Thassa Deep Dwelling. Pass turn.
Jesus. Alright. Okay, I will untap, upkeep, and draw for the turn. Cool. Land for the turn will be an island. I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to cast Cloud of Fairies. I will untap up to 2 lands. 2. Then I'm going to pay... I'm going to pay 3. And I'm going to cast Druid's Repository. So whenever a creature I control attacks, I put a charge counter on it. I can remove a charge counter from it to add 1 mana of any color to my mana pool. I'm going to move to combat, and I am going to swing at Chris with the Lurker, and Tej
The fuck?
with Edric.
Lurker is 1.
Yep.
39.
And 2?
Yep, 2
Why'd
from
you hit
Edric.
him with the 2?
So, that's 2 counters on Druid's Repository from the attack trigger. Then I will draw off of Edric. Is it 1 or more? A creature, so I draw 2. So then I will draw from Edric, draw from Lurker, and then I will... in my second main, I'm gonna pay 1. I'm gonna cast a Treetop Scout. Cannot be blocked except by creatures with flying. And then I will pass turn to Stone.
Okay. I have a lot of shit going on there. Untap it. Keep drawing. Land for the turn is land. We will.
Oh, what a card draw off of that Edric already.
Wing Splicer. ETB.
Uh-oh.
Get a G. I need to change the
I like
name
it.
now. ETBs for my G's. I entered in myself. Golem creatures I control now have flying as well.
Sometime I enter in myself too. Sorry, I had to. It's a
a
weird game.
Going to
It's a weird
combat, I will send Chris. No actual creatures.
Nope.
What triggers Thassa?
Uh, yeah.
5. Okay. Tej, I will send Elvish Visionary your way. Chris, I will send Blade Splicer your way. Nelson, I will send a 3/3 flying first strike golem your way.
Yeah.
Blade Splicer is a 1/1.
Blade Splicer is just a 1/1.
38.
34.
Tain't nothing I can do about that. 37.
Edric, I draw 2.
You draw
2,
2 because it doesn't count when you hit
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah,
count.
so you draw 2.
It doesn't count now. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand, and some golems. Go ahead, Tej.
I see what you did
heard
there.
that.
I know.
Brilliant.
It was,
That
it
was
was an
clever.
unnecessary
Brilliant.
stretch.
I will play a Reflecting Pool as my land for turn. Reflecting Pool can tap 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors of mana. What am I missing? White, blue, black, red, green. Nothing. You can tap for all 5.
Well, one of any.
Oh wait, no, I can't. This doesn't tap for colors. Asshole. I don't think I could have played Team Ascendancy. Nope.
Judge.
Okay, so I did have a backup plan before I drew Team Ascendancy. Should I just swap it out?
Since you couldn't have done it and
Yeah.
still can't, to my understanding.
Nope, that is correct.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
yes,
fair
yes.
enough.
You should not have cards on the table. That
Fair,
you
nope,
can't cast.
fair enough. Alright, so on my last turn, I played Drawer and Ruin Diver.
Okay.
What is
Wait,
it,
let me
2/3?
double check you can cast that.
I can cast that. Blue, red, it's there, it's fine. It's fine. I could have blocked your dumb shit,
Yeah.
but I choose not to. So this does not have
He
some.
also chose not to block me too, so that's good.
Also that. It's my punishment. Whenever
For
I cast my
cheating.
second spell each turn, I draw a card.
I'll take 3 for cheating.
Still can't tap you for green, asshole. So I am just gonna pass the turn to Chris. Wait, I'm not gonna pass the turn to Chris because I played this on my last turn. If you round the game like I did, you have nothing.
You
have
can
nothing.
you can understand our confusion.
Yes.
3/3 flying first strike.
I want to draw a card, Chris. I apologize. 2.
Okay.
36.
I will draw a card. Second main, pass to Chris, and I will activate my Corrosive Verge to search my library for a Force card and a Plains card and put them on the battlefield tapped.
I've seen a turn with 3 asterisks before.
The only thing that didn't happen was me blocking things I could have blocked, okay? I'm the only one suffering.
I need a blocker. I'm going to
Block.
red, green,
You.
blue. Nope. Can't do it like that. I need to red, green. Three, 4, 5, 6.
One of these years I should buy the red-green box set because it looks like it comes in a toolbox, which is hilarious.
Red, green box set.
So red-green was a PBS
Oh, the
show.
show. Yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking Gruel.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to cast Miirym because I need a blocker. 6/6 flying ward 2. Pass turn.
Ward 10.
2 2 of Schnell's golems can
No,
See.
take it down.
Correct.
Untap,
And
upkeep,
no
and
repercussions
draw
because
for
I have first
turn.
strike.
Yep.
All right.
Um,
My plains is a sacred foundry, and my island is a breeding pool.
Tee.
okay, so Broker's Hideout will be my land for turn. I have to crack it. I gain a life, and then let's see. I gotta find a basic land. I can't find a Tryon. Sure, we got one of these in here. It's coming to the battlefield tab. Yep.
I was say, pretty sure. It
Yeah,
does.
pretty sure it does.
What do I?
Just another chicken.
All right, will you do me the honors, good sir?
Sir.
Why? Thank you.
Teach did make me feel a lot better about keeping my opening hand when I went, oh, Blade Splicer, my opening hand. Excellent. And then after the draw, I went, I don't have a white source. I drew one eventually, but there was that brief overlap where maybe I could just get 3 lands out there and play it anyway.
I mean, you could just play it.
No
you don't need the right mana.
notes. Yeah.
Right, Tej?
Shut up! I took it back. Nothing happened.
That's true.
Nothing happened.
Tonight, Nelson will be played by Tej.
I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna
See,
cast
you
a
son of a
Soltari
bitch.
Lancer.
fuck you.
1/1 Shadow.
Wait,
when it
what?
attacks,
What's
it
going
gets-
on?
Soltari Lancer. 1/1 Shadow. When it attacks, it gets +1/+1 until it
This is why we play Elishnor.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I don't, but I know a guy. Get him, Teach.
oh, get him.
Imagine what it'd be like if you did.
Me and Elishnor.
Got it. Woo!
Okay.
That would hurt.
So I'm gonna pay 2.
Oh, yeah. You got
And,
ceramic plates down there.
And 1 off of Druid's Repository to cast my commander. So he enters the battlefield with a shield counter. That will be this silver bullet lid.
Makes sense.
Whenever I attack a player or planeswalker with 1 or more creatures with power 1 or less, I draw a card.
Oh my God.
So I
2 main
am
cards.
going to swing.
So you're gonna go to combat.
Yeah, I'm going to go to combat. Correct. I am going to swing. I'm going to swing Edric at Tej, and I'm going to swing the unblockable Lurker at Schnell. So 2 coming at Tej, 1 unblockable coming at Schnell.
Big two.
I'll take 1.
Okay. Trigger gives me 2 repository charges. Then I will draw 2 cards from the damage from Edric, 1 from Gudul Lurker, and then whenever I attack a player or planeswalker with 1 or more creatures, so I will draw
Just a
off
single
of,
trigger,
a
yeah.
single one off of Rigo.
Like, I get it, but they are actively making good or new cards not as good as old cards.
Yep. All right. So then we are going to go ahead and crack 1 of our Druid's Repository counters for white, and we're going to play Deafening Silence. Each player can't cast more than 1 non-creature spell per turn.
Oh, that fucker's gotta go.
I'm seeing a lot over there. That-
I don't know what you're talking about. Pass the turn to Schnell.
Okay.
It's that
2,
one.
3, untap. I don't know if I was counting out my untaps, but untap, upkeep, draw. Land for the turn will be this forest. So, I can't cast more than 1 non-creature.
Correct.
Creatures I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Sure can.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sensor Splicer. ETB, get a G. All of my golems now have Vigilance. So they are all 3/3 flying Vigilant First Strikers.
Good gravy.
We will go to combat.
And rock me.
I mean, I sure would like to. We will send 1 golem at Tej, and Nelson only 1 flyer.
1
fairies.
flyer.
Okay, so this golem's coming at Nelson. This one's coming at Tej. That is the extent of my attackers.
3s.
The extent of your golems. And only first strike, right? Not double. So it's just 3 damage coming at me.
Just first strike
And
flying.
flying?
Okay.
First strike flying.
Yep. I will not block, so I will go to 35.
29.
I will draw a card off of Edric for hitting Tej.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keeping a mint full.
What do you have for available manas over there?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm fucked.
He's tapped.
But you have 7 cards in hand.
Yes.
Yes, but I can't respond right
Yeah.
now unless I
Hit a force of
pull a
will.
Nelson. Go ahead, Tej.
Hey, come on.
What's that?
Free spells, what?
Yes. Your half of the table is known for doing shit when they shouldn't.
What?
And what?
Tej too, but differently.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of cheating out.
It's a different,
different kind of cheating out card.
literally cheating into play.
I honestly, when I was going through this deck list, I was like, I'm going to have to play this like Tej. I'm going to sit there and be beat all about the face and head
Yeah.
for like 6 turns.
We play Karametra,
Nothing,
God of
do
Harvests.
nothing. Everyone pick up your cards.
Profit.
Karametra is not a creature because I do not have Devotion. But whenever I cast a creature spell, I may search my library for a forest or plains card and put it on the battlefield tapped.
What does your Thassa do when she becomes a creature?
Or
no, what does she do in general?
at the beginning of my end
Sorry.
step, I can exile 1 creature,
That's the
and
blinky?
it's the blink one.
Okay.
I'm going to play a Bad River. That's my land for turn. It enters tapped.
Man, that's a bad river.
Bad River. I'll
Check
pass
your
turn.
mouth.
Shaft.
Untap. Drawer. Mountain will be my land for the turn.
Bad river rising.
So if I can hit somebody,
Trouble.
I could also draw a card.
Yep, as long as that somebody's not me.
Yes. And it probably
You have
won't
flyers.
be
Yeah.
me. I mean,
I
Looks like we're in
I'm
for
falling for
nasty
that.
weather.
beating on Tej.
pitiable Tej trap.
Wide open.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to do
Even.
it.
2, 4, 6.
It's advantageous, and after you do it a couple of times, you don't even feel bad about it.
It's
true. Looney Tunes just used to call it his mouth.
All right, maybe 1 taste. Tej 6 commander damage. Edric trigger.
Again, don't feel bad. He is going to.
He's gonna win somehow, don't
He is
worry
going to
about it.
door to nothingness all 3 of us in a single turn.
Yeah. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I've seen him do it. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. What do you mean I just lose?
When does that ever happen except that one time?
I will cast Sakashima the Imposter. When it comes into play, choose a creature in play. I will choose Miirym. If I do, it enters as a copy of that creature, except its name is still Sakashima, legendary, and for 4 mana, I can return Sakashima to my hand at end of turn.
By paying 4 mana.
By paying 4 mana, yes.
So it enters as a copy of?
Yes.
Correct.
Another non-token, so it should trigger Miirym, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
So I will get another copy of this.
Yes. But you get a copy of Sakashima,
Yes.
so the new copy can be something else.
Yes.
No.
It has to be another copy of this.
Yes.
Yeah, so I now have 3
This is that
Miirym's.
fucking thing that happened last time I
Yeah,
played.
this is
Miirym.
that mirror all
No.
over again.
Sakashima is Miirym Sakashima.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So he has 3 Miryms now.
Except
But
one
one of
one
them's
one
gonna die.
one will die.
Because 2 of them
Yes.
are named Sakashima.
Yes. So, now that we've established that,
Doesn't Miirym make non-legendary copies?
Yes.
yep, you're right.
So none of them will die.
This is a team effort to get you
It
to
is.
spell resolution.
No, it's why I'm.
RESO.
When I built the deck, I remembered that.
Okay.
Good call.
So-
Thank you.
Because I'm like, why
Miirym
would the other
enters.
one die? Like, Sakashima is its own name, and Miirym makes non-legendary copies of the other things.
It's been a while
And
since
none
I've
of them
played Miirym.
are Cursed Mirror or whatever that other one.
So I'm gonna put just like that. I'm gonna go like this, so they're separate from the Miirym's. I will go to my end step. Beginning of my end step, exile up to 1 other target creature I control, then return it. Blink in the Miirym. These see the Miirym come in.
Yes.
I'm going to get 2 more non-legendary Miirym's.
Correct.
I'll pass the turn.
He's going really wide.
Oh.
Yeah, but I door to nothingness that one time, so.
Yeah.
All right, untap, upkeep, and draw for turn.
My only defense is just to try and go wider with golems.
I'm going to play this Plains as my land for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mana.
Dragonless Miirym.
I like it.
I'm going to pay 4.
As soon as you asked for a spark double, I kind of figured this
Yep.
was the route you were taking.
I'm going to pay 4, and I'm going to cast Beast Whisperer. Whenever I cast a creature spell, I draw a card.
Beast.
Or does he literally just whisper the word beast over and over again?
I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast Ezior, Wardwing Familiar. Spells my opponents cast that target one or more commanders I control cost 3 more to cast. I will draw off of Beast Whisperer.
Yeah, me too.
I'm trying to think if I have any in this deck. I hope I do.
I am going to move to
I was just so focused on trying to get this goddamn
combat.
splice.
Does Jorian have flying? I can't remember.
She does not.
Okay. All right.
She has nothing.
So, Tej, Treetop Scout, unblockable unless you have a flyer coming at you. Chris, Gadul Lurker, unblockable coming at you. Sorry, can't be blocked unless you have a
No, I
creature
get
with
it. I
flyer.
got it.
Just seemed like less words. Schnell, 1/1 Shadow, that is now a 2/2 coming at you.
Is it shadow unless I control shadow?
It's just Shadow.
35.
22.
I refuse to respond. Take
Refuse.
Okay, so that's gonna
Good.
draw me
an
3,
idea.
1, 2, 3 cards from Edric. 1,
Yep.
2, 3. It's gonna give me 3 counters
Man, I could
on
use
Druid's Repository,
Rumble.
and then I will also draw a card from Rigo.
Suave. Sorry, it's every time.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Just an asshole.
Let's see here. How do you want to do this?
Quietly,
I'm gonna
I assume.
take 2 counters off of that, going down to 3 on the repository to cast Arcane Signet. That is my one
Shit, he's ramping.
non-creature spell.
Oh yeah, I forgot we could cast those.
2, 4, 6.
No, I did.
I will move to my end step and discard to hand size. I'm going to discard the Selesnya Guild Game.
Embarrassment of riches.
What
over
does
there.
Druid's Repository do again? You can remove counters to create mana,
1 mana of any color.
and you can do that. Like you could just take all 3 off
I
and make
could do
3.
1. I remove a charge counter from
Okay.
Druid's Repository. Add
And how do you
1
get
mana
counters
of
on
any
it?
color. Anytime I attack, for each creature that attacks.
Temple Garden, down to 33. We will.
You have 2 flyers now, Mr. Nelson, sir. 2
I
flyers.
have 2 untapped flyers, and 2 total. Yes, 2 flyers.
For my one non-creature spell, Authority of the Councils.
Ice.
Creatures my opponents control each to be tapped, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, I gain 1 life. For my creature spell for the turn, of which I can do as many as I want.
Can you read SEO to me?
Vital Splicer. ETB,
Anything, it
G,
just gives my commander Ward 3.
Which I tried to
Okay.
get as many arts as I could find. Very happy with that.
I like
I can, for 1 mana of any color, regenerate target golem I control.
Are those the Theros enchantment artifact golem guy?
Yes.
I love that guy.
So this one is not actually an enchantment creature,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I just like the
but
artwork on it.
I like the artwork a lot
Yeah.
more. Going to my combat step. We will send this golem at Tej and these 2 at Nelson.
3.
2, you say?
19. Alright, I'm in the danger zone.
Alright, I'll take 6. Going down to 29.
Draw a card off of Edric. And pass to Tej.
The vital one. What does that give them?
Pay 1 and I can regenerate. I only have 1 open right now, though. So I can keep 1 up.
Yeah, but what
We'll
with
play
the
Flames.
first striking and all?
And Vigilance, so I can swing and stick around.
I will cast my known commander, Ramos. Whenever I cast a creature spell, I may search my library for a forest or plains card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. I am not going to attack or cast any more things. I'm going to pass my turn. I'm going to do Karametra and Bad River at the same time.
Understood.
So I'm going to get 2 lands.
You got it.
Pass turn.
Just make sure you shuffle between, because you never know where those lands are going to be when you find them.
Yeah.
Listen.
Indubitably.
Okay, I will.
I don't make the rules.
Yeah.
I just enforce them.
Really?
When it's convenient for me.
Yeah.
Going to play
You should
forest.
fucking talk
It
about
literally
rule
does not
enforcement.
matter.
I'm going to cast 3 visits for
You
my
can only
one.
cast one non-creature
Yes.
spell.
Yep.
Also, your 3 visits comes into play tap.
So you only get one.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
That's 2 blues.
Forest
I need
card.
more blacks and I need more greens. So that's you.
My joke was just on the number.
Yeah, I'm just going to shut up now.
Onto the battlefield.
You can only get one goddamn visit.
I will grab Keetree
No
Triumph.
Yeah, I think those are the ones. Those are the ones, friends. I pulled out an Overgrown Tomb and a Stomping Ground.
Did you play? Oh, was Ramos last turn or this turn?
This turn.
Pass turn.
He's tapped.
ETB set.
Yep, and you get a life. That's fine.
Yep.
I just no, that's fine. It all checks out.
Ramos is only a 4/4. I always just go, fuck, it's a 10/10 dragon. Don't know
Yes.
why I just default think that.
Because he was in the Ur-Dragon Precon.
Yeah.
Cut.
That other dragon.
Don't mind if I do.
Everyone's afraid of that other dragon.
That Ur-Dragon.
Ur-Dragon is Cajun. That's also official headcanon.
How many flying golems do you have? 4?
Yes. So, enough to kill 2 Miiryms. That third Miirym's getting through, scot-free though.
Yeah. But I think I need to take 1 turn off here. I'm going to go to my end step. I'm going to blink the Miirym and make 4 more Miirms.
Okay, they all enter tapped. I gain 4 life.
Yep. Crap, I'm out of copy tokens. Did not anticipate anything working.
White people problems, am I right?
These are all this one, not Sakashima's.
That was on your end step, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's an instant trigger.
Just making sure there's not another shenanigan wrinkle in there. Untap a shinkle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's a shenanigan wrinkle?
A shrinkle?
You should see a doctor if your shenanigans wrinkled.
Jokes. Untap, upkeep, and draw for turn.
Keep shit on your own playmat.
I'm working on
please,
it.
and Tanku.
Okay, so okay, Brushland will be my land for the turn. Alright, I am going to move to Crombat. Treetop Scout at Tej. The Lurker at Chris, and the Lancer at Schnell. So 1 at Tej, 1 at Chris, 2 at Schnell.
18.
36. Chris didn't say the new number. Something
34.
Might be okay.
Okay, I was like, oh, there's something afoot.
He's counting his lands.
No. Yes, I am, but not for the 1.2.
Okay, so that's 3 more counters on Drew's repository.
Flash in a board wipe.
I
I'm not
draw-
taking another one.
I draw 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I draw 1 from Rigo. So let's see here.
Yeah, okay. This guy.
1, 2, 3,
Fucking
4,
wood.
5, and 6. Alright, I am going to cast a Notorious Throng for its Prowl cost. So I will be creating 4 Black Fairy Rogue creature tokens with flying, because X is that's the amount of damage dealt to my opponent's this turn. I paid its Prowl cost, so I get an extra turn after this one.
What rogue hit what? Who?
Vidal Lurker is a rogue, I think.
Alright.
Correct?
No.
Oh shit, no, it's not.
No. Oh, I'm thinking of the Miirym River Prowler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So
So
you
was
had
I.
no
Oh,
robes?
Edric. No, I didn't. Shit. Okay, well then I'm not gonna pay it.
Okay.
I missed that. Sorry, I forgot that that's.
I don't make
I'm
the
just
rules.
gonna-
I just assumed it would happen. I just
No,
wanted
yeah. Shit. Well,
I just enforce them.
We've all learned
okay. So here.
not trust each other's bullshit.
Correct. It's very true.
Thank you for that. That was completely. I haven't played a tribal
to.
sorcery in
Still
forever.
make golems.
Okay, so these guys are tapped.
I don't even
alright.
have basic lands out.
So a Sultari Foot Soldier, that'll draw me a card off Druid's Repository.
ETB's tapped.
Or, sorry, not Druid's Repository, off
Again,
Beast
like-
Whisperer.
Stop playing shadow creatures.
I'm going to play an island, or pay an island, and I'm going to cast. No, I'm not. Change my mind.
One mistake and he's all up in his own head. Look at Teach. He's made 16 mistakes. He's still cackling over there.
It's true.
Not even a 5-color deck, and you got Ramos as the commander.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
There's 4 colors out there right now.
Custody Soul Caller will enter tap.
I built a Grixis deck with
38.
Ramos at the
Draw a
at the
card
helm.
from Beast
Yeah.
Whisperer.
He's a good spell slingy commander.
He is.
Don't think I have any other way to draw cards.
Your golems are way more problematic than I thought they were going to be.
Okay.
Same.
I'm going to move to end step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
I'm here.
9, 10, 11. Alright, so I'm moving to end step.
Good fair magic.
1, 2, 3, 4. That should put me down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
Okay, my turn?
Yep.
Okay. Before the end of your turn, I'm going to opt. Scry 1. Do I need that? Do I want that? I need other options. I'm going to tuck that. And then I draw. Hey! Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. Bountiful Promenade. Gotta get that out of here before somebody gets eliminated and lose opponents. White, and 2 for Mondrak, Glory Dominus. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. I can pay 2 white Phyrexian and 1 to sacrifice 2 other artifacts and/or creatures to put an indestructible counter on Mondrak. Going to combat. Chris, you have a billion?
I have 5 flyers up.
Okay. Teach, 2 golems your way. Nelson, 2 golems your way.
12, you say?
No.
6?
6 your way, 6 at Nelson.
Okay.
12.
I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to flash in Spectral Sailor. So I'll block one of your golems with the Sailor, and then I'll take 3.
That silly sailor.
I'm going to draw off Beast Whisperer, though.
Okay.
Then this will die, and then I take 3 from the unblocked golem, going to 26.
Excellent. And I draw off a hidden Teach. And...
I can't do that. Spectral Sailor will come in tapped.
Ah!
Because you have an authority of the council. So
Yeah.
I will take. Do I want to throw the cloud in front of one of them? Now let's go to 23.
The whole cloud. Okay. The authority saves me. Pass to Teach.
That.
Get him, buddy.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. There's no one person I can get, because I'm in dire straits here.
There's no one person, but there are 3 people.
Call 3 ambulances, but not for me.
Oh my god, that is the new playmat I need to make.
Yep.
It's just
That is a great
Teach,
playmat.
And it's just Teach pulling out fucking Donut Nothing.
Yep.
Was that in this deck?
Oh yeah.
It was in my Ramos deck,
Yeah.
that's for sure. I mean,
Ramos. Because again, he Donut Nothingness, I think Chris, And I'm just like, sweet, I'm safe. And then he fucking brought back door to nothingness. And did it again on the same turn.
Yeah.
Didn't even give me a
I
chance.
feel like there's a board wipe incoming.
There's not. I don't think there's one in this deck. But I'm going to do everything I can to do something. First thing I'm going to do is cast Anguish Unmaking, targeting your stupid thing that won't let me cast more than one non-creature spell.
Chris is gonna make 1,000,000 Miiryms.
That's okay.
Yeah, okay.
I
Deafening
lose
silence
3
is
life.
gone.
Deafening silence is gone.
I'm going to borrow this. Ramos gets 2 +1/+1 counters. I am then going to go that and cast once again Teamer Ascendancy.
You mean the first time?
Yep.
First time no
Creatures
masters.
that control have haste. Ramos gets 3 more counters, putting him at 5. I can remove 5 +1/+1 counters to add 10 mana as my mana pool, but I can only do it once. So I will do that.
Double
Judge,
Wooburg.
Yes.
I want to counter target activator to trigger ability.
You can't. You can't. You can't. I'm the judge.
Because it does not exclude mana abilities. So, fuck y'all. I'm gonna defabricate, counter target activator to trigger ability.
It's one of my favorite new spells from this past year.
Yeah.
I fucking love that
Yeah,
card.
it's a real good one.
I cast more than one spell, so I get to draw a card.
Ah, yes, the consolation prize.
I didn't kill your Ramos.
You kinda did.
What a move. Power move.
I am very proud of that.
How
move.
do
I'm
you
not
see
gonna
a
lie.
defabricate
That is
coming?
amazing.
And here's the thing. I was like, I should
What are
just-
you doing back there? Why is your finger in my mouth? Oh my god.
I should have defabricated Timber Ascendancy and just countered the enchantment.
No, that was better.
And then,
That's
yeah, I'm just
much
like, you
better.
know what? I'm gonna make it up for myself.
I'm gonna play a floodplain and I'm gonna pass the turn.
This is way funnier.
Cry.
At the end of your turn.
That was
I'm going to
beautiful.
pay 4
Thank
mana.
you so much.
I'm going to pay 4 mana and tap one of your golems.
All my golems have word 10.
That is the Tarask Splicer.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna come at me now that
I don't know what you're basing that off of.
tapping down my duders.
Draw for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I mean, I'm still gonna block the same number of Miirym's.
Yeah, but they'll live this time.
Yeah.
I'm going to tap another golem.
My turn.
He tapped another golem.
Yeah. What's doing this?
Paying 4 mana to
from
tap another
Thassa.
target creature on Thassa. Then I will move to combat.
Combat.
Swing out at Nelson.
How many flyers do you have, Nelson?
Table. Huh?
How many flyers do you have?
2 untapped flyers.
4. 6. Alright, I will send 3 Miirym copies at Nelson and 3 at Schnell.
And they're all
actual
6
Miirym
sixes?
swinging a bomb?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so you
Nelson
got three
responds as a
three
4.
coming at me,
Yes.
and they're all, are any of them Sakashima Miirims, or are they like
they're
legitimate
all
Miirims?
just non-legendary
They're
Miirym.
non-legendary Miirims. Okay. Yeah, I've got a response. I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to Pongify one of them.
One of the ones coming at me, right?
Incorrect.
Ward 2. Ward 2. Ward 2.
Oh, because it's Miirym, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 1 and 2. Actually, just do this one easier.
This seems like a dumb thing to do. But I love doing dumb things. So I'm going to cast Tameo Safekeeping and give it Hexproof and Indestructible. I'm going to gain 2 life and still take that 3/3 green ape creature token.
That's proof. No, you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The spell
No, you don't.
fizzles because it does.
But I will take the 2 life. You can't take it from me.
All of its targets. are
Okay,
not
so
lethal
that's
upon
hold
resolution.
on. That's on the stack. I never said that
Oh,
was.
sorry, you're right.
I'm playing fucking blue, white, and green, buddy. But it resolves.
No, that was...
You need to ask my permission.
Yes.
You
Okay,
have
fine.
it implicitly, but you still need to ask.
I want to keep. All right, I'll block the other 2, taking 6 and
I
going
will
to
block and kill 1 and take 12.
Okay, and then I draw 3 cards from Edric?
No.
Or 2?
Oh,
No, 1.
1 card.
There's
forgetting
1 opponent.
Oh, you blocked
It's
2 of them. Oh, it's 1
no,
per
it's
opponent.
Per opponent.
I thought it was
not
creature.
damage. Yeah,
Okay.
not hits.
So I draw.
just opponent.
So 1 copy dies.
when it deals damage to an opponent.
Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents.
Oh, yeah,
it's
you're right.
controlled.
So it is
yeah.
per creature. So I would draw 2
Yes.
because you killed
'Cause
2
you
of them.
killed
Got
one, you
3.
hit him with 2.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
So this dies.
Okay.
You took 12.
We got there.
Yes.
It's a team effort on all
Draw
the
2.
cards from here on out.
Oh boy. Second main phase.
This is where that Meekstone in this deck would really come in handy. Meekstone, 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 Meekstone. Will of the cards. Will of the cards. Heart of the card.
I will cast
Will of the council. Heart of the cards.
I have the authority of the councils.
Garrick's Uprising. When it enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures I control have trample now. Go to my end step.
How many fresh hells are you generating?
Hold on. Hold on.
Remember, the ETB
You're
stat.
on your
Yes.
you're on your end step.
Yes.
You are going to be blinking
Miirym.
Miirym from
Yes.
Thassa. Okay, how many Miirym's is that going to net you?
5, 7.
Okay, I'm gonna pay 3 because it's got Ward 2, and I'm gonna Swords your Miirym.
Neat.
I'm
Yep.
gonna attempt to Swords your Miirym. I thought about doing this the first time he blinked it,
Yeah.
but then I was like, I gotta wait till later. That's too many Miirym's.
I was gonna defabricate and just counter the
That's
flicker.
I.
but then
Once you got rid of that, I was like,
Teach's thing was funnier.
It was.
Because as soon as I realized it didn't exclude mana abilities, I'm like,
I'm gonna buy
fuck
myself
10
one more
mana.
turn here.
Okay, you got it.
I thought about taking the swords on the before the Tameo resolve.
That
That's
was,
why I said wait,
um,
and then I decided not to.
With this trigger on the stack, you did that, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Interaction this game.
Yeah,
This has been good.
we're doing
this
some
is
things.
fun.
Yep, pass turn.
All right. I will untap.
I'm very upset my vigilant golems are.
Oh, I forgot to play something. Son of a bitch.
Upkeep and draw.
Son of a bitch, we forgot to practice.
I'm going to play an island as my land for the turn.
I want to. I have such a fond nostalgia from that film, but I know it did not age well.
I'm going to pay 2 and cast Invisible Stalker.
ETB step.
Yep, you're right. Thank you. You
gains a
gain
life.
life. I'm going to pay.
The only reason I'm like interested.
I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to cast Skrelv's Hive. So at the beginning of my upkeep, I lose a life and create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1, and this creature cannot block. As long as the opponent has 3 or more poison counters, creatures I control with Toxic have lifelink. Unfortunately, I don't have a Tetsuko Umezawa right now. Okay, so I'm going to move to combat. Let's see. Sorry, just look at my
No,
here real quick.
We got all night, jackass.
So, what do I have for creatures in here for Custody Soul Color to find? Ezior and Cloud of Fairies. Alright. Okay, so I am going to swing the Lurker at Schnell, the Soltari Trooper at Chris, and the Soltari Foot Soldier at Tej. So 1 at Tej, 1 at Schnell, and 2 at Chris.
34.
27.
8.
Alright, I will draw 3 from Edric. I will draw 1 from Rigo. Oh shit, I forgot to draw off of casting the Stalker, but that's okay, I missed the trigger.
Did not play
I
that
did
right.
play a land for the turn.
Very mad at myself.
Alright. I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast Looter Ilkor, drawing a card off of Beast Whisperer.
28.
I'm going to pay...
For one white
no,
mana,
I
you
forgot
say.
3 more.
Seems good.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay...
I mean, it's not busted. I don't gain off my own creatures.
I'm going to pay a green, and I'm going to cast Jukai Messenger.
29.
Also enter tapped. I will draw a card from Beast Whisperer.
So many cards.
And yet no wipes.
2, 4, 6, 7.
Oh! That reminded me of my story.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, you got kicked
Oh
out
yeah,
of
Paw
Paw
Patrol story.
You got kicked out of Paw Patrol?
So,
I didn't know you remembered.
we took my kid to Paw Patrol yesterday, the movie. And before the movie actually started, there was a Dora the Explorer cartoon that played. And they didn't turn the theater lights down. They completely forgot about us or whatever. And they got to a point in the cartoon where Dora was trying to get audience
unnatural restoration
participation.
targeting Cloud of Fairies.
But there's only like 20 people in there, and most of them are children.
maybe 4.
So Dora's like, kids, say it with me, swiper, no swiping. And the theater's just dead silent. So I'm thinking, I know what's coming next. I'm going to be real obnoxious about it. But then Dora goes...
As your gain a life.
But then Dora goes, parents, put down your popcorn and say it with me. So there's my fat ass with a handful of popcorn, intending to be loud when it was my turn, but immediately forgetting what I was going to say because Dora attacked me personally.
Sorry, Storm Tamer.
So a lot louder than I should have. I just went, oh, fuck you, Dora.
Put down your popcorn, fatty.
And one parent turned and looked at me. I didn't have the balls to look behind me to everybody else.
All the could you feel the
Timmy's
daggers in the back of
cracking
your
up.
All right, that will be my turn.
Okay.
Cast a few creatures, drew a few cards.
Go ahead and get the end of your turn. No. Okay, so untap.
Jeez, la fucking wheeze.
It's this.
Draw.
You're gonna kill me this turn.
I'm gonna fucking try.
Canopy Vista. Each of these untapped because I have at least 2 basics. Time to see if there's a wipe in this deck. We're gonna solve the equation.
Nice.
Search my library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal it, and put it in my hand, then shuffle. I don't think I have a wipe. I'm pretty sure I just focus on flickering my own crap.
Flickering the beam.
I could just farewell. I do have a wipe. Not this turn, though. Oh, and Cyclonic Rift because I'm an asshole.
Do you run that in all your blue decks now?
I have a
I feel
lot.
like it's been coming up a lot lately.
That's a card. That's a.
I have a lot.
What's the salt score on that
of
card?
copies of
Out of 5,
Cyclonic
probably
Rift.
4.5.
Probably 7.
You're probably right. Teach, I'm getting myself another bullet. You want another
Please.
shandy? Anybody else need anything?
I will take one of anything, but only one.
Like another soda pop, or would you like a malted beverage?
I have a tail light out, so I'm gonna stick to the soda tonight.
Grab me a random beer. I don't care.
Alright. You
very
can
responsible.
have this Broken Bat Brewing Oktoberfest. Because Oktoberfest are delicious.
Octaliba.
If I had 2 fully functioning tail lights, I would be. That'd be great. I would be a real menace on the road, but. Ich liebe.
I, like everybody else on the planet, just assume I have 2 headlights going. Or taillights.
That
You
one's
don't
for
do
you.
a pre-trip inspection each time you go to the grocery store?
Yeah, I don't have any things that I can do this turn as far as board wipes, so I'm gonna see if there's anything I can do to just make myself better, stronger, faster.
That Teferi's Protection looks good.
That's a card I don't run in almost anywhere because I don't have that many copies of.
I think I only have 2. I think I have the Commander 17 and then the one that was reprinted in the Secret Lair for Extra Life.
It was the 2 I got, I think. Do I have that?
I'm gonna give
I
it
have
one
three,
more
'cause I
pass
pulled
and then pick something.
a weird art one.
Wasn't?
From
Because that was Teferi's Protection. It was Consecrated Sphinx. And was Coco the other one?
Yes.
Right? In that first one? A pretty sweet drop. Good reprints in that one.
Okay.
Of course, they're foiled, so they're all fucking Pringles, but...
Yeah, we are just going to take Splicer's Skill, which creates a 3/3 golem, and I can splice it onto an instant or sorcery for 4.
Fuck you,
Is that
Dora.
for Modern Horizons?
It is.
That is a Modern Horizons card if I ever saw one.
Yeah, right.
I like it. Like, that was not... They didn't have golems in that damn set that had Splice.
Nelson, you want to cut me?
Well, I'll cut your deck.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
I got weird. Okay. Then I'm gonna cast Conjurer's Closet.
I have that in this deck.
Shit.
Ask me why.
Why, puppy? I will go to my end step. I will exile target creature I control and return to the battlefield under my control.
God damn it.
We're gonna flicker Sensor Splicer. When it enters, I get a golem. Mondrock says 2.
Yeah, that's
That's going to require a lot of tapping.
Tap or no tapping? Teach.
What's that?
Tippity tap, go.
Draw. You're not a land.
God, that's a whole lot of anti-Miirym tech just laying across the board there.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3,
For
4,
fucking
5,
sure.
6, 7, 8, 9. Don't.
But if I can just get rid of the flying guy...
Don't.
You want to be a pal and
Looking for
tell me what its power and toughness is?
It's a 1/1 for golem creatures you control.
You don't say.
Yeah. Again, they hide behind the splicers. They're not meant to be doing the fighting themselves.
Alright,
Teach is
first-
gonna win on this turn, I guess.
No. First thing first, I'm gonna crack my floodplains for an island or a plains. Whichever one comes up first. It's just gonna be a basic.
I like that everybody has lands this game.
Mana.
Lands in hands.
Yeah, it feels like everyone's getting a chance to get a representative
Yeah, oh, definitely.
version of their deck.
Well, Tej almost did, and then
No, I totally no.
defabricate.
This deck is doing
Just
exactly
because-
what it was built to do. Draw cards and spin its wheels because everything's a fucking 1/1.
Just because Ramos was defabricated doesn't change the fact that I was prepared to do something.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be big, but the deck was about to do something useful. So I'm still proud of that play. I'm still super happy you did that. That's real funny.
Yeah, that presented itself an opportunity. The only other thing that I was planning on was just stopping Chris's end of turn flicker effect for a round.
Yeah, I got nothing now because
All right.
I have no more exiles.
First thing I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Assassin's Trophy, targeting Authority of Consuls. But you
Nice.
get a basic land.
But now all them
Untapped.
copies ain't be tapped.
BTW. Ramos gets 2+1/+1 counters. Next, I am going to blue, green, white. And I'm going to cast Shardless Agents.
Ooh.
Cascade?
We cascade.
I cast my second spell each turn, so I will draw a card. I also cast a creature spell, so I can search my library for a forest or plains and put it on the battlefield tapped. I will do that first. Thin the deck and hopefully get useful things, forest or plains.
And they don't have to be basics, eh?
Yeah, that is correct. That's
What
a
puts
card.
counters on Ramos again?
And for each
cast
color
color.
of the spells he casts.
Okay, that's right.
So, like the Assassin's Trophy. Got
Yeah, two
counters.
right?
Yep.
Okay. I can remember if it was
And
colors or just like mana,
Shardless Agent also put 2 counters.
like
on
CMC
Ramos.
basically.
Yep.
That's Mr. Oktoberfest to you. I just noticed it's
cut.
called Mr. Oktoberfest.
I will cascade into something 2 or less.
Tis delicious.
Apostle, lands, brainstorm.
Not a bad card to hit.
Draw 3 cards, put 2 cards from my hand on top of my library in any order. That is a counter. Ramos has 5.
Uh-oh. That didn't take long.
And yet I'm the threat who needs to be tapped down.
I just wanted to draw a couple cards.
Swing at him. 2 Miiryms.
Like,
One's getting through. That's getting card draw.
I killed somebody way too fast the last time, and I felt bad. I don't want to do it again.
2 Miiryms.
Your feelings have no power here, Gandalf. Greyham.
You. In
Christoph Greyhelm. I am excited to start a new D&D campaign this week.
Yeah,
it'll be
that
fun.
should be. And hopefully, I've found a good timing or like resolution between me getting work done or school done between work and everything else that I've got going on.
I'm going to remove my counters from Ramos. Add 10 mana. Response?
No, I have 1 green open.
Sweet.
No response.
I will cast
Trick
Apex Devastator.
Uh-oh.
4 Cascades for 10 or less. Cascade number 1.
Was this what you were gonna do the first time?
It was. Chromatic Orrery. I can spend mana so we're men of any color.
No
I can
counters for Ramos.
tap that
Idiot.
for 5 colorless mana. And I can pay 5 and tap it to draw a card for each color among
What a
permanents I
shitty card in
control.
that deck. And take
God.
God awful.
Cascade 2 is Rishkar's Expertise.
Jesus Christ.
I draw cards equal to the greatest power. Hasn't resolved yet.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Among creatures I
'Cause,
control.
yeah, everything cascading is cast first, which is why a lot of the or some
then
of the
it
cascade
resolves,
stuff
yeah.
says based on the number of spells you cast. This
That's
turn.
1 counter on Ramos, so I'm going to draw 5.
Okay.
And then I can cast a card with converted mana cost 5 or less from my hand without paying its mana cost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Teach gotta die.
I'm at 8.
Nope. Splicers are the threat.
You were. I don't know if you were watching, but...
Sauron's eye is now refocused. I don't want to hurt Tej. I feel bad. Oh fuck! What's he doing?
Not teach
Nelson.
stuff like always. What?
Do you run Elishnorn in your own deck?
There is no Elish Norn in this deck.
Fuck! Were you gonna go through his deck and find it? Because that would be goddamn hilarious. If you want to go through my deck, you can get one of the 4 remaining splicers in it.
I don't know that any creatures are going to help me, honestly. So I will.
Do you want something
cast-
unblockable? It's probably in here. That's how this deck was built. Blue, white, green, unblockable. Or can't
Why'd you
be
have to get rid
blocked.
of Authority of the Councils and
Shadow.
have haste on all your creatures?
Bloodbraid Elf. It's 2 more counters on Ramos. And I will cascade into something 3 or less. Amulet of Vigor.
Yeah, you didn't even need to get rid of Authority of the Councils now.
That goes. That is out.
1, 2...
Cast a creature.
You have 2 Cascades left from the big guy?
I have
Yep.
2 Cascades left from the big guy.
Okay. I'm kind of paying attention.
Force.
On my turn, I was going to create 2 more golems.
Godless Shrine. Will enter tapped, and Amulet of Vigor will untap it. Ramos got 1 from you. Should have gotten 2 from you, so you're up to 3. But I cannot activate Ramos again this turn. Also, I did that part already.
He's back in the game, ladies.
Kinda. I don't think I can close anything out.
I mean,
But we'll
somebody's
see.
down to 8. You should swing at that guy.
That guy's an ass, and I will take him out first.
Also, before I forget, we are playing for a traveling trophy.
What?
Oh! Shit, Teach is gonna end the game here.
Cool.
Yo, don't
Oh!
I'm just taking it off the
presumptuous motherfucker!
Hey! Hey!
board.
Shenanigans!
Taking it off the board. Apex Devastator, Cascade 3.
I spent $1.50.
Holy
on that
shit, we're
today.
still on 3?
Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Land Clump.
Profane Tutor.
Oh,
Search in the library for a
motherfucker.
card. Put it in my hand and shuffle. That's probably the worst thing I could have done. That's a counter on Ramos.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Black.
black.
It has a black identity.
It's got a pip. Fuck you, Dora, indeed.
I had a brief moment where I was entertaining illusions or delusions of a fast game.
I mean, about an hour. It's not terrible. It's about average. Feels like it's gonna wrap up in a round here. Maybe this round.
I think he's probably
Maybe.
going to get something to
Maybe this turn.
fix our wagons. What with the 5 manas up and the tutoring. Gonna fix our wagons. Gonna fix them
That's gonna be
good.
what it is.
What is it?
I don't have to tell you. Let's try though.
Damn it. Thought if I could get it out real
You have
casual,
to
like.
prove to me it's a card, though.
Yeah, where is it? Ah, okay.
That's a sleeve, asshole.
You're asleep.
Yeah, turn it over. Let me see. There's something in it.
All right. Your mom's a sleeve.
Well,
Peanut.
a fucking
I was
wiener
wondering where you were
A
going with
wiener
that.
sleeve.
Now I get it.
Sleeve is what you did Looney Tunes used to call your mouth.
Pow, right in the sleeve.
Sunstater Cascade number 4. Zendikar Resurgent. Whenever I tap a land for mana, add 1 mana
Jesus
to your
H.
mana pool of any type that land produced. Whenever I cast a creature spell, draw a card. I didn't get into a very good Cascade chain there, nevertheless.
But now Apex Devastator comes into play, so you're casting.
Correct.
Well, I already got that, so, and that's already been cast, so, and I already did
Oh, because it's already cast. It just
So-
hasn't been resolved.
Karametra is online now.
Karametra is online 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 9. Alright, so that's all done. I will. Yes, this is what I want to do. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orrery. Not cast it, tap it for mana. And I will cast. What the fuck? Oh, you're not even in my hand. I just looked at you in my deck.
It's Team Recency all over again. I don't even have a white source. We gotta go back.
6, 7, 8. You have 1 flyer? 2 flyers. They are 6/6s.
They are.
You have a bunch of shit.
I have
You
one. I have
shit.
one untapped
6.
flyer. Yeah.
I have 6 flying.
I do
first
not
strike
feel
3/3s.
comfortable attacking, so what I'm going to do.
Good job, 1/1 flyer. You scared him away.
Go on now. Yeah. Little lady with a broom shooing a bear off her back porch.
Right.
Can I pet that dog?
I'm going to tap Chromatic Orrery for 5 mana and use it to cast Door to Nothingness.
Fucking do it. ETB's untapped because of Amulet.
It enters tapped, but Amulet untaps.
There you go.
Is that a triggered
Nope.
thing?
It is an activated ability. It costs 2 white, 2 blue, 2 black, 2
No,
red,
no, no,
2
no,
green.
no. Amulet of Vigor. No,
Yes.
because it just
Yes.
Yeah,
whenever
so
it's
it
a
enters
trigger.
tapped and
it
then
enters
okay.
tapped and
Okay.
then becomes untapped.
Okay. Hold
Stifle
on.
it.
Hold on.
That's fine.
It's tapped. Correct.
Yes.
Amulet of Vigor's ability is on the stack now.
Correct.
So it's not usable because it's tapped.
Correct.
I'm going to be paying 1 green mana, and I'm going to be Nature's Claiming your Door to Nothingness.
Ooh.
That has
You
been
just
my
gained
opening hand.
You're back up to
50%
double
increase in
digits.
your life.
We did.
Ooh.
I'm attempting.
Yes.
Somebody found a chili
Nope.
candy dish.
Checks out. Door to Nothingness is dead.
For now.
For now.
Bullet dodging.
All right, boys. Wasn't this turn? Probably next turn.
Boris the bullet dodger.
I'm at 8. I don't think I get
You're at
another
12.
You're at 12
because
now.
of this. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, because of this.
No, I don't think I had another turn because now you all know that Door to Nothingness is in my hand.
We knew it was in your deck.
We knew you. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but you didn't know I had access to it yet.
Sitting on that fucking nature's
Pass
claim
turn.
since my opening hand.
Just waiting.
Pass turn.
I didn't know if it was gonna have to be anti-golem tech.
Yeah.
But then, or golem tech, but then all of a sudden, yeah. Like, wait a minute.
If
That's
I
why I
run-
had to make sure I could respond before it got untapped.
If
So
I
we could
run Chulane
start
again,
using it.
will Chris run Golem so we can Golem so we can have Golem versus Golem?
Ooh, I like it.
Maybe. Draw for the turn. That doesn't help me at all.
Good. Doesn't help me. I like me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 mana.
I'm fucking out of gas now. Got a mitt full of nothing.
1, 2. Green, blue, red. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll recast my commander. All of them see Miirym enter.
My Pongify just hanging out in fucking the Nether Realm.
Alright, so I will get 7 more.
Jesus Christ.
7 Garrick's Uprising triggers.
That is correct.
Holy shit, guys, he's got Batman.
Darn.
We're done.
I draw 7.
Just wait for the Universes Beyond Batman.
Yeah, no shit. I'll buy it. It's fucking Batman.
Utility belt better be an equipment. That
Yeah,
lets you
right.
Just search your library for whatever you need.
Shark spray.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam West Batman.
Anti-shark specifically, though. Or anti-fish.
Wait for the turn. Oh man.
That'd be a cool. Like, if it was an equipment, it could search your library for things with like the same, like a Batman keyword. So
Yeah.
it's find all the shit from the Batman utility belt.
That's cool.
That would be a fun idea.
This
Are
is
the Walking Dead cards on the list for Eldraine?
yes.
Okay.
Rick.
Yeah, the Rick analog is still super dumb expensive. Turn.
Because the card is super dumb broken.
He's got human synergy or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yes.
Magic was a mistake. I'm glad it's dead.
Yeah, thank God. Been dead going on 30 years now. 31. They did almost kill it at Magic 30, though. Yeah. That's stupid fun. I can't believe people bought that shit.
I don't think that would have been the death of it. I just think it would have been a huge eye-opener, and I'm pretty sure it was.
Because they've gotten so much better since.
We haven't seen another Magic 30, so yes.
It's because we got 29 more years to go.
Yeah. Be Magic 60 then, idiots. They won't do another Magic 30.
That's true. That's true.
See, they learned.
No, they gotta kill it off and bring it back.
Yeah.
Magic 32, Electric Boogaloo.
Magic 30-2.
Yeah, true. Fuck me.
Teach us so much mana open.
32 is what Looney Tunes used to call
Yeah.
it.
And a Mittful again.
It's only 7.
I am fucking terrified.
Just play that overwhelming stampede and end this game. Overrun. Give all your shit trample and
It
kill
all
us
has
all.
trample.
Well, haste.
Played
I wish I could give it haste.
the fucking
End race Forerunners.
Infect one.
Trying for the hordes.
That's the one.
Yeah,
I was
get
gonna
us.
say, there's one in this pile, but I wasn't wide enough to go for it. Ladies.
I was wide enough for me to go for it last night.
Ladies.
I'll move to combat.
Not the access tunnel.
Siege, I will attack you with
Just swallow
4.
your mouth.
4 Miirym copies.
Yep. I will block one on my way out, and I will die.
He will go through that door to nothingness.
It's true. You got me.
Okay.
Okay, so we got one turn to kill Krish now.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But
Go to my end step.
He's only got 1,000 untapped 6/6 dragons right now.
He can,
I will blink this.
his go exponentially wide.
Gonna go 1,000 more dragons.
14 more?
So I need 34
14.
unblockable damage.
I'm running out of cards, so there's just 14 more over here.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. This fucking guy.
Running out of
Draw 14.
that wouldn't have helped.
Draw 14, he says.
Do I have to, if it's,
You have a hand size, right?
if this is an end step trigger, do I have to discard down to hand size?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because that...
well, you don't discard till that's done.
Yes.
Right, that's
but
what he's asking. If you
Oh.
could discard before that
Yeah.
and then keep that in his
Cleanup.
hand.
Cleanup is the
Yeah,
Yeah,
last.
cleanup is the end. The last part of your turn. Post end step.
Boost.
Or the last piece. Whatever.
The final
Okay.
countdown.
So I'll have to keep 7. 1, 2.
If we can keep him from attacking for a turn, draw out his deck because he's too excited. Nelson, you're up.
All May
Because
effects.
he's yeah.
Okay, cool. I can start my turn?
Yes.
Okay. As you're going through and figuring. Alright, I will untap.
I would have done. Okay.
Where's your
Upkeep
swing
and
out with all your
draw.
unblockable bullshit to get him?
Not here yet. Deserted Beach will be my land for the turn. It will come into play untapped. Oh god. Let's see here.
I hail Chewbacca.
I hail Chewbacca.
Fix the
Chris, you got a forest, right?
goddamn.
I do.
Otherwise, I do.
Right. Things I'm discarding. War of Invention. Delighted Halfling. Cackling Counterpart. Chain Reaction.
What the fuck is he keeping?
Unexpected Windfall. Gruel Signet. Jaxis. Land. Is it Signet?
He's
Land.
fucking in Russian, or what is that shit?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Rampant Growth. Mirror Box. Nature's Lore. Quasi Duplicate. Land. Conjurer's Closet. Land.
Yeah.
What did he keep? Okay.
One card too few. That's what I kept.
Just go down to 6 for reasons.
I'll take it. Okay, so I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so Chris. A 1/1 unblockable, a 1/1 shadow, 1/1 forest walk, 1/1 shadow, 1/1 unblockable, and 2/2 shadow. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Coming at you for 7 unblockable. 2 of them do have shadow. Well, I guess 1 is forest walk, 2 of shadow. The others are unblockable.
Okay, so they're all effectively unblockable.
2, yes,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage total.
And 6 card draw triggers then when they deal damage. Maybe more based on the mature bullshit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, this is on attack, so I'd
Okay.
actually draw this now.
And then is
yeah.
this on attack or is this combat damage?
That's also on attack, so that's 6. So this will be up to 8 then. So yeah, this is all
You
here
got
now.
it.
Okay. So then I will. I'll draw off Edric. So I draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I draw Looteril Core, makes me draw and then loot. So I'm gonna pitch. Draw them beat. I'm gonna pitch an island from the looter. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm gonna cast Notorious Throng for its prowl cost because I hit you with a rogue. So I'm going to get 7. I gotta remember this. Okay, so I'm gonna get 7 fairy rogue tokens. And
Did
then I
you
will,
have a rogue actually
Yes.
do it this time?
where are you? You are
Okay.
a rogue, and you are a rogue.
Good.
Double rogue. So I'll take an extra turn after this one, and then we'll be getting 7 1/1 black fairy rogue creature tokens with flying.
An extra what?
An extra turn after this one.
You got it.
Okay. Oh, and I forgot. I also am gonna have to create a token for Skrell's Hive. Okay. So then, I already played a land. Pay a white for Mother of Runes. Draw from Beast Whisperer. Pay a blue for Judge's Familiar. Draw
We gotta get
from
this guy,
Beast
Schnell.
Whisperer.
I mean, if I could, I would.
You could have had him.
I know you could.
Pay a blue for Mausoleum Wanderer. Draw from Beast Whisperer.
I like how the strategy was go low and wide, go wide, go tall and wide,
Pay 1
and then
for
just shoot people directly in the fucking
Triton
brain.
Shorestalker.
Everyone
Draw
else was
off
going
Beast
wide,
Whisperer.
so I went tall.
No one's gonna expect one tall zombie.
Crack a treasure from Druid's Repository. And cast
On AMC's,
Meek
the
Stone.
walking tall guy.
any creature with power 2 or greater may not be untapped as normal during the untap phase. Ladies and gentlemen, we got there.
That's not good.
But you got a whole bunch of untapped ones, so I needed that authority of the console still out.
Anything 3 or
Only
greater?
21.
Anything
22,
2 or greater.
24 of them.
Read that.
Any creature with power... Oh, sorry, greater than 2. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, 3 or greater. Sorry.
Because I'm
3
like,
and 5.
I run Meek Stone in a deck. I didn't think it was 2 or greater. The old one is worded poorly
See here.
because it says more than 2, and how the fuck are we supposed to know what more than 2 means?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
What are you doing? What's happening?
Me?
It's still your turns.
I know. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do next. I got shit to do. I think that's going to do it for this turn. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll just pitch 4 land. Okay, so then all these boys are going to untap. I'm going to... And this is all going to untap. I'm going to draw a card for my next turn. I'm going to play a Hinterland Harbor as my land for the turn. I'm going to pay a blue, and I'm going to cast Mistcloaked Herald, draw from Beast Whisperer.
I really miss my authority of the consoles.
I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to cast Springleaf Drum.
I would have
I needed it gone.
I know, but I
Or
would
defenses.
I need it for defenses. Such a great card.
It's real good.
Tap 3, Cold-Eyed Silky. Draw from Beast Whisperer.
Does your stuff have haste? Otherwise, make sure
No.
you keep things that just came into play. I assume because you're going to probably swing at people again.
Well, I'm going to put these up by the drum, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to pay a blue, Slitherblade, draw a card. Should probably keep track of what's actually over here yet. Okay, so now I'm going to move to combat again. And I'm going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Is Edric an attack trigger or combat
Edric
damage
is
trigger?
combat damage. Chris, I'm going to swing at you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 unblockable damage. On attacks, I will get 8 more. So let's see. It's 5.
Before damage. Can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to Beast Within Edric.
I'm gonna draw from Rigo on attack. You're gonna Beast Within Edric. Okay. Oh no, never mind. Okay. All right. So you're gonna Beast Within Edric.
Yes.
Okay. So he's gonna die. I'm gonna get a beast token.
I have tokens in here.
Wait a minute. You're Beast Withining Edric.
Yes.
Right? I'm gonna sack my Judge's Familiar to counterspell it.
Unless he pays 1.
Unless... Wait. Hold on. Just wait a second.
Everyone shut up! Bitch be cool! Tell that bitch be cool!
Yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice this unless you pay 1.
Okay. I can't pay with one.
Okay.
Okay. So Edric stays alive. Then you take 8.
Yep.
Then I draw 7, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep. We're in the end game now.
I'm gonna pay 2, and I'm gonna cast Tetsuko Umezawa, Fugitive.
Shit. There goes my win con of being able to block some of his stuff.
3, 4. I'm gonna pay 4, and I'm gonna cast Dusk. Destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater.
In response to that, I'm gonna pay 1 and 2 white Phyrexian to sacrifice 2 other artifacts and or creatures to put an indestructible counter on Mondrak.
Son of a bitch. Three or greater?
Power 3 or greater.
Alright. I should not have cast the Beast Within. Yep. Oh, I lose now. Nelson win now.
I'm still not out of this.
Nothing's over.
All my splicers
So
are
true.
1/1s. They are small and proud. Like my penis.
I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to cast Abiding Grace. So at the beginning of my end step, I can choose to gain a life or return target creature card with mana value 1 from my graveyard to the battlefield. I'm going to
What is that card out of?
Modern
Modern
Horizons
Horizons 2.
Ah. Moohoo 2, we like to call that one. What the fuck can I do? Moohoo 2.
Alright, I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast Galligrators. I'm going to draw from Beast Whisper.
Can you pass?
Do you have any enchantments on the board, Chris?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, one's indestructible, right?
Yep.
And one is not. And Chanel, you
Wait,
have no
Miirym
enchantments.
Yeah, no, Miirym's not.
Okay.
Chanel, you have no enchantments on the board, right?
Currently, no.
Okay. I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast Aura Mutation, targeting Garruk's Uprising. So I'm going to get 3 tokens.
That's my fault for having 2 permanents. I apologize.
Sorry about that.
I'll do better next time. Jesus.
Alright, I'm going to crack 2
That
more.
is what happens when there is no removal around.
Crack 2 more. Thalico Sentry, draw off with Beast Whisper.
No offense, Nelson. This is not how I saw this wrapping up.
Crack 2 more, and then I'm going to play Cryptolithrite. Finally found that. I guess then we're going to
I
tap.
still thought Tej was going to pull it out. He
Okay.
still might.
I have so Cryptolithrite, Summoning Sickness still applies, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure about that. Okay.
Because it gives the creature the ability.
Yep.
So the creature
Yep.
needs to be able to.
You want his Earthcraft.
Yes,
Fuck
that's
yeah.
that one. Okay, so
What's that thing worth now? 100?
I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna tap.
I don't know. I got it real
100.
cheap. I'm
I'm gonna
Way back
tap
in the day.
Beast Whisper and Rigo, and I'm going to cast Lightning Greaves, and I'm gonna put those on Edric. Or I'm gonna move after they resolve. Do they resolve? I'm gonna move
Yeah,
them
I'm tapped
to
out.
Edric. Okay, I'm just making sure.
I tapped out to save Mondrak.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
$100.
Yep. I know because I have one of my scroll decks and it, it's like a third of the value of the scroll deck.
I bet Rith.
All right. I will. Yeah, I'll pass the turn.
Okay. What the fuck can I do in the face of such overwhelming little children? Untap, upkeep, draw. That's not a bad start. Land for the turn. You have a minor ghost. We will Panharmonicon.
Nice.
If an artifact creature enters the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent I control the trigger, it triggers again. And additional time, if you will. Then we will ephemerate my Vital Splicer. When I cast that, I will splice onto instant or sorcery, my Splicer skill. So as I cast the instant or sorcery spell, I may reveal this card from my hand and pay its splice cost. If I do, add this card's effect to that spell. So, exile target creature I control, and then return it to its return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So Vital Splicer will flicker, creating a golem, creating a golem, creating a golem, creating a golem.
What's the last one from?
So, Vital Splicer creates one.
Yep.
Panharmonicon makes 2, and then Mondrak doubles all tokens coming into play.
Got it. Okay.
Now, the spliced create a thing gets me 2 more.
Nice.
And this has rebound. All of your guys are unblockable. Do you have 27?
I do not
plus
have
19
not.
power on the board?
I have 2, 4, 6.
I'll let you worry about it in your turn because I'm not going to be able to swing with all my golems this turn anyway.
Okay.
I will go to my end step. My Conjurer's Closet will flicker my Vital Splicer. It will come into play. I will get a golem, get a golem, get a golem, get a golem. Chulane, you just hang out. Okay. That is it for me. Go ahead, Chris.
Alright. Untap. Now we are digging for answers.
Oh shit, I kept 8, sorry. Discard a card.
I'm going to start by casting
5, 6,
Valakut
7.
Awakening.
You may cast this card from exile without paying for it. Excellent.
Put any number of cards from my hand on the bottom of my library, then draw that many cards plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will draw 7.
Fluffy kitty.
Does that resolve?
Yes. Or at least I have no
No
responses.
responses.
The sorcery in my hand says, "Go ahead, sir."
This is where he draws a board wipe.
Don't, because I just rebuilt pretty well. I'm in the Goldilocks zone here.
Just right.
Oops.
Just.
I forgot a whole ass load of tokens from Gallic Readers, but that's okay.
Incorrect.
Oh, and I forgot one from...
This only triggers once.
Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, choose one that hasn't been, so 3 at least. So I should have had each of those, but I missed them.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna say, yeah, but only.
Yeah,
once
right,
per
right.
ability. You can't do the same
And I missed
thing.
a life off Abiding Grace, but that's okay.
Reading the card to me like I'm wrong.
Don't listen to me.
I will...
You've had the least egregious errors so far this game.
Pass the turn.
Excuse me.
That's interesting. Alright, untap.
Miss triggers is
Upkeep.
fine.
Draw.
Putting cards into play that you could not cast. Sir.
Which affected the game not at all.
It
I
made it more
am.
entertaining for
Will be
me.
my
I still took
And you
damage
took,
I could have
and then you
blocked.
took that away from me.
Alright, green and a blue, and I'm gonna cast Toski,
Shit.
Bearer of Secrets. I will draw off of Beast
This was
Whisperer.
a squirrel.
Yeah. He is in at least one, maybe both of my scroll decks.
Squirrel of secrets.
Also, I have 2 unnecessary scroll decks.
What the fuck do you have? What colors are you running? Green, blue, and red. So you could have a Cyclonic Rift. That's an instant, isn't it?
I only own one, and that's in my Is It deck.
Is it deck? Okay. So it's not settle the wreckage. You could have a fog effect, which will prevent all the damage. I tap a bunch of boys. I'm trying to think of a red instant that's a board wipe, but I can't think of one.
Probably,
A few.
probably don't exist then.
Yeah, that's it.
What kind of jackass would play such a thing?
Yeah, right.
Probably the person who wanted 14 copies of their commander out.
Come on. I had like 28 at that
Yeah, I
point.
was gonna say. It was
Oh,
way
also,
more than 14.
Gala Greeters will trigger off of Toski, so I'm going to gain 2 life.
I mean,
Make sure you check that off on the card.
you don't want to
There's a
find out
Sharpie.
what I have. Don't swing at me.
Okay.
All I have is 1 blue open and the vengeance of 30 golems.
Yeah.
Do you have that guy out
30
that lets
power.
him fly yet?
Yes. 30 power.
Got it.
Also, fuck off. I've done nothing to you. Alright. I need a firebolt, you do, just before the end of the game.
So, unblockable shadow. Forced walk applies to both of you.
Yeah. Also, Shetsuko makes all of them.
Yes,
right?
yeah. I know.
I'm just-
Oh yes, he does. Anything. How is it worded? Because I don't want to give you the
Power-
wrong thing. Power or toughness, 1 or less.
Okay.
Can't be blocked.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, my question is, you have that shadow guy that gets +1/+1.
Yeah.
So then he swings, his power changes, he becomes blockable, still fucking has shadow.
Still has shadow.
We got there.
Okay, so these are the guys who are naturally unblockable. No, I know those are there, but they're not that's Tetsuko. I'm talking about on the
okay.
card, printed,
Okay.
unblockable. And actually, I've got another summoning sick Scrubs Hive guy here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 power.
Come on, T's just waiting for game 2.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm just terrified of what Chris is so rent-free in my head right now, but he's probably got something.
Swing for
1,
lethal
2,
+2.
3, 4,
calls
5,
bluff.
6, 7,
Yep.
8, 9,
Right
10,
in
11,
my-
12. Puss.
I was gonna say what, slot, puss, whatever we're calling it now.
12,
Right in my slot.
12,
Right in my bountiful promenade.
13, 14,
Everything
15,
slot was
16,
the most vulgar. I don't know why.
17.
And nobody even
18,
said that but you. I said
No, he
sleep.
said slot.
I think you imagined it.
I don't think so. Check the tape.
You know I
I
never
don't know.
do.
Chris said right in my slot. Put a little snake on it too, which made it even more vulgar.
You told the cartoon character to fuck off.
You did.
In the presence of minors.
There were a lot of them there too.
Okay.
Or they just dressed like the dwarves. Maybe they weren't actually minors.
I'm gonna swing all 7 of those guys, all 3 of these guys, and this entire stack at Schnell for 7. 27. Sorry. Jesus Christ. 27.
I'll take it.
And I can't block any of them.
No, they're all
Unless I
unblockable. Unless you can do something to Tetsuko.
Alright, that's it for me then. Good game.
Chris, any responses to that attack?
No.
Okay. I'm going to be drawing shit. Did I just deck myself? 3, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Boy, I
15,
sure
16,
fucking
17,
hope so.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. It's a May.
It is a May effect. Damn.
But let's draw some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's just leave a little bit on the pile. Just to see. Just to fucking.
How many are on that pile?
It's public knowledge.
Yeah, I know
While
it
you're
is.
figuring
I know
out
it
your
is.
end, I'll just
Okay,
count
thank
these
you.
for you. 8.
Okay.
So,
Swing for 27. Fuck you.
One, two, three, four, five. I'm going to tap 5, and I'm going to cast Peregrine Drake. Response?
No. No response.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's not like you need it. You have
I know, Cryptolith, right?
27.
I know.
Well,
I know.
the repository. You've got like 27 mana charge counters on there.
Alright, we are going to go to end step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let me just keep. What do I want to keep?
Yeah.
1, 2,
Chris, if you want
3,
to start on tapping, because he's
5,
just discarding. You don't have much.
6.
Sorry. The anticipation is killing me.
7.
There we go.
I think.
I'm gonna flip the table.
Yeah.
What are the odds he doesn't have a counter spell in
2,
his
3,
hand?
4, 5, 6,
50-50.
7.
No.
Either he does or he does not.
Yep.
There is no try to resolve.
But what else can you do?
Yeah.
Come on, it's blue. How many blue instant speed counter spells are there?
Largest toughness on your board.
Largest 3?
3.
Probably the 3. Yes. 3.
I will cast Magma Quake for 3. But it is a instant speed red board wipe, by the way.
It is. I will pay 1 blue and I will dispel it.
You got it.
I thought you had more up your sleeve.
I might. We'll see. Hold on.
Do it again.
I have a response to that. I'm going to cast Flame of Anor and draw 2. Really wanted you to draw 2, but
So dispel's on the stack yet.
yeah.
Got it.
Wizard fight.
I know. You got it. I'm just going to concede. You got the game.
Okay. I had 2 more counter spells in my hand.
See this face?
An
Super
arcade
fucking
denial,
shocked.
an arcade denial and a
even say
miscast.
that?
Sorry. All right, so Rigo finally did something, albeit the fact that nobody had a board wipe is really what saved the deck, and that's really the deck's, I guess, biggest weakness. So we saw it do what it was supposed to do, right? So, we get to draw when Rigo attacks, which is cool, but we only draw 1, right? Because it's not. Whenever a creature, attacks, right? So that's kind of a bummer. He's not mass card draw, but that's why, I put in Edric into this deck is because I want to be able to draw as many cards as I can because what we need to do in this deck is find an answer. And unfortunately for, people playing against it, a lot of the answers are counter magic so that you can stop board wipes from happening. Is kind of the way this deck was built. There's not a lot of things, that I found that I wanted to put in here that just give blanket indestructibility. It's a thought. I could look around and see if maybe there's some things I could add and make some cuts because there are, Tetsuko obviously allows everything that's got power toughness 1 or less to be unblockable. There's a lot of natural unblockable creatures, but really that's what we're looking to do is be able to utilize our 1/1s, go as wide as we can, use a lot of our 1/1s, and know that they're not just going to die, to something bigger blocking them because a lot of opponents are going to be playing bigger creatures than that. Beast Whisperer was another really good card for me this game because I was able to cast so many creatures. That's the thing about running a bunch of 1/1s is the CMC is like 1 or 2, so it's very easy to cast a lot of cards, especially when you have something like Druid's Repository, Cryptolith, right? Some of the ways that I can make extra mana or utilize resources to tap for more mana than what I actually have in, true land cards. So the deck ran really well. Like I said, I don't think it's a very fair. I think the prior play prior games on camera with this deck are probably more indicative of what its power level really is. It's not often you run into, an hour and 20 minute or whatever game of EDH and you don't see a single board wipe, especially until the very end after the blue player draws 27 cards and probably has a counterspell. So it was more a matter of luck, I think, than what the deck can really do. It's fun to play. I think it's very synergistic, but it's not a deck that's going to win very often. It wasn't built to be that way. It was built to be kind of fun. And then really what gave me the idea to build a deck was Meekstone. I just wanted to build Meekstone and put it in an EDH deck and just have fun because, most creatures in EDH, unless they're like, mana dorks or whatever, more often than not are going to be, power 3 or more. So anyway, Meekstone was the idea for this deck. It's a lot of fun. I don't play it very often. Because it's kind of a janky little idea that I had. Today is probably the best this deck will ever run, and again, completely based on luck. It was fun to see all of the different splicers that Schnell had in his deck that we didn't see the first time Chulane was played. Chris's Miirym deck is absolutely bonkers. It's really cool how it utilizes the effects of Sakashima and other clone effects in order to basically replicate itself when it's being blinked by things like Thassa. I had the Swords to Plowshares. I thought to get rid of Miirym when he was going to blink it the first time. I'm glad I waited a little bit because that was even worse, especially after I knew, when Schnell had played the Defabricate, when Tej tried to utilize Ramos' ability, I figured, he probably doesn't have something else. That's, unless he's got like a Stifle or something, he's not going to have something that can interact with this ability going off. So that's why I used the Swords to Plowshares when I did. I think it saved the table. And then being able to hang on to the was it Return to Nature, whatever it was, the enchantment or the artifact destruction that I played to get rid of Door to Nothingness before it untapped. I think that bought us all some extra time, even though, obviously it set Tej back a little bit because his life total was already so low that we were able to really get in there and do something about it. So, we made the comment while we were playing that this was an extremely interactive game. Those are the most fun kinds of games of Magic to play. So I had a blast doing that. I feel, Chris made a comment too, hey, wow, everybody actually has mana. Everybody can actually participate and play in this game. And that was fun too, because there are times, and it feels like sometimes, there are streaks of whether it's you personally or other people at the table who get locked out of the game because of something as silly as, you've got a mana clump somewhere, so you're not able to draw land. But I felt like everybody got to play. We got to see what the decks want to do. Tej was able to do the Apex Devastator off of Ramos and, have a whole bunch of cool cascade effects. Chris got a bajillion Miiryms out there. Schnell had 1.5 million golems out there. And then I was able to flood my board with a bunch of 1/1s, and then, luckily was able to win. So it was a really fun game. I enjoyed it a lot, and look forward to probably taking this thing apart and building something else that's got blue, white, and green in any combination to it. But this may have been the swan song, as it were, for Rigo. But it was a good game.
This was the maiden voyage for my Dragonless Miirym deck, and as a proof of concept, I think it was a smashing success. It managed to do exactly what I thought it would do. But while doing so, I did see some flaws in there. Some global haste enablers like Fervor or Temur Ascendancy would have been a huge difference in this game. And I have some interaction, but I think I need to up the targeted interaction just a little bit in my deck. There was a lot, but what really allowed Nelson's deck to spiral was not getting rid of the Beast Whisperer and the Edric. I like to harp in these interviews about the difference in a game when you get the card velocity, when you don't get the card velocity. And just about any deck will hum when you see the percentage of your deck that you do. I think he had 8 cards left in his library at the end of the game. He saw 92% of his deck. You will have the cards in hand when you need them, when you're seeing those many cards. And yeah, that deck absolutely hummed in that scenario. Schnell's Golems, finally, not just a Golem, Golems. And they had First Strike, they had Flying, they had Vigilance, they were a problem. My dragons were not able to swing through them for quite a long time, and that allowed him to continue to progress, build a boar state. Same with Tej. Tej got off to a relatively slow start as well. It took exactly one turn for him to go from afterthought to absolute menace at the table. I went from like the one pity attack because I wanted a card draw from Edric to I need to end this man's life. But it was a good game because of that. Everybody was an issue at some point. Everybody was able to have a board state. Everybody was, participating tonight, and that made for a really, really good game.
Ramos got off to a very slow start tonight, which isn't unusual for the deck. This is my 1/5 color deck, and I don't have the money to buy, the ideal mana base for it. So I run all the shocklands. I run the really bad fetches that enter tapped. I've got the Amulet of Vigor and the Tiller engine in there to mitigate that a little bit. And it's real cool when I get those out early game. I didn't see those this game. What with every other deck just spitting out creatures left and right a lot quicker than I was able to do anything, put me far behind. But as everyone is well aware, you give Ramos an inch and you're going to give him a mile. And so by the time I was able to get Ramos out and start doing things that were potentially threatening, everyone was ready to shut that shit down. The Defabricate against Ramos' activated ability was a genius play, and I'm so happy that happened. The Door to Nothingness being tapped and being destroyed before I can untap it, a little less happy with that, because that was my out this game, as it is a lot of games, but not every game with Ramos, which is why I like Ramos. It's not a one-trick pony, it's just taking advantage of whatever I happen to cascade into. But I did tutor up the Door to Nothingness with the Profane command, and I had the Amulet of Vigor out, which was going to let Door to Nothingness untap. I also lucked myself into a Zendikar Resurgence, which means the 5 lands that I had left untapped were going to be able to be enough to activate the Door to Nothingness, to take out anybody who was going to threaten me, and that was going to buy me a turn. I also had in hand a Conflux, which lets me search my library for a white card, a blue card, a black card, a red card, and a green card, and put them into my hand. And I was prepared to tutor up Seasons Past, which will return any number of cards with different converted mana costs from my graveyard to my hand, and that was going to get me the Door to Nothingness back. And I was just going to use that until someone found a way to get rid of it. Maybe split second would have done it, but that was my out for this game. I was not anticipating the Nature's Claim. Well done, Nelson. Very strong Ramos tech. I didn't do much, but the one turn that I popped off, and while I will maintain that I don't think I was a threat, I just kind of stabilized just a hair, I really did not see myself walking away with this game. Nevertheless, this was a blast of a game to play. Everyone was doing stuff. Everyone, and I don't think anyone really tried to pull the trigger to end the game until they were ready to. This was just an all-around fun deck. Game. The deck too was fun, but I meant to say game. I liked everyone's decks that they played tonight. We made the joke partway through the game where everyone was going wide, so I went tall. Classic Nelson strategy right there, and it didn't pay off. Weird.
Tonight, Chulane, or today, whatever, I put in half a dozen new cards for Chulane. And Elvish Visionary kind of exemplifies what I was going for with the upgrades in this deck. A couple of 2-drops that, when they enter the battlefield, I draw or I modify my hand in some way. As I've said last time I played this deck, Chulane as the commander was kind of a secondary thought. And I don't like building that way all the time, but I wanted to build a Splicer deck specifically, and there are no legendary splicers, and you can't get the good color combination even if there are. I don't think there's anything in black or red for splicers that are either existent or worth playing. Either way. So Chulane fit the colors. He kind of helped the theme. He is there because there's still less than a dozen splicers in the deck. So any one that I get, I'm trying to utilize multiple times by flickering in some way or another. So Chulane is supposed to just show up at the end when I'm kind of spinning my wheels and start bouncing the splicers that I have out just to get more golems. I was glad I didn't have to see him, so that was kind of great. Elvish Visionary is also there if I don't see those card draw effects. With Chulane always in the command zone waiting for him, I can just start flickering and looking through more of my deck because, as Nelson showed, again, card velocity, real huge. Conjurer's Closet, it was one of my MVPs by far, just because, again, being able to flicker what splicers I did have out and just get more and more and more golems each turn. I don't even know what I put in order here. Ephemerate. Ephemerate was great because, again, it's that quick flicker, it's the rebound, and paired well with Splicer's skill so that I could splice on Splicer's skill, which, again, flavor, multiple times between Ephemerate and just revealing it. And then, of course, the Defabricate from the top row. When I drew this, as I said, I was planning entirely to just basically stifle Chris flickering 7 or 8 more at the time, getting more Miiryms out there with his Thassa trigger. So I was going to counter that activated ability. Tej presented such a good target, though, and I know that when Ramos can activate the first time, it's usually the last time, or at least the first time that turn, because sometimes he does it a couple of times. So it definitely bought us enough time. It was a thorn in his side that allowed Chris to take him out, and ultimately Nelson to take this one by just sheer scuttling little guy damage. It was kind of fun to see that we had 3 decks with similar approaches that all picked a different height. Nelson going the 1/1s, me trying to go wide as I can with 3/3s, and Chris just stamping out copies of his commander as many times as he can. But again, Tej was still in the position, in my opinion, to pull this one out at any point, despite his slow start. But we all got to see what our decks were designed to do. So there were no, other than getting countered, there was no real excuse of, I didn't draw what I needed to. Everyone had the opportunity. It was just the interaction that dictated how this game played out. If you want to see how other games played out, check out all the other games that I've uploaded in my in our channel there. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.